Yo, what up, YouTube? Back at it again.
But you didn't succeed.
You said what?
You tried to murder me.
How did I try to murder you?
You tried to
What are you talking about?
murder.
Attempted murder?
Yeah.
Man, she drawing. But we about to go to Boston Market and get us some meal because we got the grub on the gang in here.
Ho-ho, don't be knocking at your door because you just tried to kill your mother.
What are you talking about? Ain't nobody trying to kill you.
But you didn't succeed.
You're lying. What they got good here?
You opened your anus up.
I opened what? I opened my anus. I never been inside y'all day. Oh yeah, where would you get that salad from? That cornbread look good, bro.
You said corn and mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
You ready? Alrighty, YouTube. Y'all already know what it is. We is back with another. Is this yours or mine? That looks like it's mine.
Yeah, that's yours.
Okay. That cornbread cold, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it feel good. Look at my eyes.
Why your eyes watery?
Because you.
Because what? Because of that prank?
Yes.
That prank ain't messed you up that much.
Look at my eyes.
It wasn't like that before.
Were they?
I don't know, you tell me. Let's tell them what we got to eat. Well, they already know from the intro. Hold on, yeah, let me get mine ready too. Yeah, we got that southern meal. You in there? We got some good food right here. A meal, not no little freaking Mickey D's or Tricky D's or.
Yeah, strong. I didn't get a drink this time.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Jesus, for the food. Amen. Damn.
It's not hot.
It's not hot. It's all cold and shit. What the fuck? We should have went home and ate.
That way you could have heated it up.
They normally
I
hot.
don't feel good today.
Why?
YouTubers.
You don't feel good today. Why not?
I don't know. Somebody pranked me.
Who pranked you? I will fuck them up. Who pranked you?
Well, do that to yourself.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That was my evil twin.
First off, I ain't had but one kid. So you ain't got no twin.
First off, I ain't got but one kid. You was funny. You want another kid? Are you done with that? One was enough.
Yep.
Oh, that's how you coming?
You always wanted a sibling.
I did, because I was the only child and I was always like bored. But I will say, YouTube, there's perks and there's cons of being the only child. The perks is you get spoiled, you get everything. Like every Christmas, every birthday, it's all you. You get piled with hella gifts.
We don't celebrate any holidays.
We don't celebrate holidays no more though. Not no more, but anyway,
we haven't celebrated Christmas since you were 15.
yeah. When I turned 15, that's when we stopped celebrating it. And then
We
there's
believe in Jesus.
the cons is the bad thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the cons is you're bored. You don't got nobody to play with. You ain't got nobody to play fight with. You ain't got nobody to spoil. You ain't got nobody to, yeah, it's just you.
But
And then you have to mess with your family members because it's like, well, I'm bored. You ain't got no other kid around here, so I'm gonna mess with y'all. And then they be like, nigga, get away from me. Get some money. I used to be under you inside all the time.
yeah. I'm like, what was it?
You wasn't the
Then
only
you
child,
had
though.
now, and it's awful.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have had cousins come over though, but
I'm like, you've always been around kids. It wasn't like you were.
Ugh. Fucking fat.
You've always been around kids.
That just mesmerized me.
We used to live with Charles and Jordan, Auntie T.
That was nasty. That was fat.
So,
Oh yeah, but that was when I was young. I don't remember that.
and then we always
In a way, I don't. But in a way, I do remember. But that was when I was young.
The worst part about it was the fact that I worked night shift. Scam likely.
Yeah.
Hello?
Welcome to Spectrum.
Hang up.
Don't ever call my motherfucking phone again. That's your phone. Remember you had did that when you was like, when we was at the thing so I can go like
Get your job.
get my job, my badge and my uniform when I first started working at my job, and they had called and you was like, don't ever in your natural life. Oh, that's not my man.
I'm like, Boston Market today.
It's not. It's cold. The chicken is warm. The corn is cold. The mashed potatoes is cold. I want my money back, and I paid for both. Now your chicken is least. And
Then when Skinny Pete was watching you, you had Monte and the twins. And
oh yeah, now that I remember. But I'm talking about like when I would be at home alone, bored.
You had Ty.
I know.
I would be at work.
Cause I remember Ty got me hip to the online game.
Yep.
And so that was the fun I had. I remember that. But I'm saying before I had the computer.
When we lived in that little apartment on
Yeah, oh my God. When I locked myself in the closet.
and I was asleep.
I don't know how you heard me.
I used to work night shift, and they mom would have to wake me up, or if he was hungry, or
I remember that.
remember when I used to put you on my bed,
Man,
and when we lived in that little apartment on Hawkins,
put me on your bed, what? Sleep?
I'd be asleep, and I would have you what would I do? Sorry, I would put on TV in my room and tell you to stay on the bed and put some toys on the bed for you. Because I work night shift. I've been at my job in December, it'll be 20 years. And I've been on night shift for 20 years.
I'm gonna retire her though, on the gang in here. Cause we ain't about to have that for no more 20 plus more years. Some good ass chicken, but it's cold.
I wish I had got your kind. This is really
yours
dry.
is dry.
Cold.
The white, yeah. This is good right here. You would have liked this better. I feel like every time I have white meat, I gotta have hot sauce with it.
Yeah.
Cause it be so dry going down your throat that you need something to drink with it. This is light.
Huh? What?
You want one? If y'all didn't see that prank, make sure y'all go check that out. That was the first upload.
I remember when we did celebrate holidays, you always used to have to be at somebody's house. Or you'd be over Auntie T's house, but your Christmas would be at our house.
The crazy
So
thing is,
you wake up in the morning and be at somebody else's house and not able to open your gifts.
Yeah, that was the messed up part. I kind of don't remember that, then I do. Because I would come home long late to open my gifts.
I get off at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll come home and Like when we used to live with Auntie T and Chaz and Jordan. I bought you a bike.
Yeah.
You was 2 years old.
I remember you told me that story.
And I told Auntie T to keep the bike in the basement. And she brought it upstairs.
Probably because she seen I was like seeing the kids open their gifts.
And I came home from work and you was on the bike and I didn't get to see you when you first saw it. And
yeah, I was been pissed as fuck.
when I came home, you was like, Mom, look.
I would have been pissed.
You was on it. Like, I'm like, dang.
I would have been pissed.
I missed that.
Especially since you bought it and you wanted to see the excitement of your child's face.
Because I had been bought the bike, but I had kept it over at Auntie Mara's house. And that night when I went to work, I went to Auntie Mara's house and got it. And took it into Auntie T's basement. And told her to keep it in there until
you got home.
I got home. Told y'all not to go down in the basement and play because y'all used to go down in the basement and play.
She let us go in the basement or something?
You was upstairs on it. By the Christmas tree.
I would have been pissed. I know you was pissed. You told me you was.
I just wanted to see you on it. I mean, see you see it for the first time.
Remember that one Christmas? When you call yourself like, oh, alright, that's all the gifts, that's it. Then come out the cup with that big old gigantic touchscreen computer for me. Then you got Ty computer.
That's when Ty lived with us, yeah.
That was the best Christmas ever, but we don't celebrate it no more, but that was...
I remember we had...
I think that was like 2012.
That's when...
Or 11, I want to say. I don't know. Around that time frame. I want to say it was 12. Because I was 12. That's when... Oh, I forgot the cornbread. Cold as fuck. And then they're gonna take some, put some out like it's gonna be fresh and hot. This is cold.
Yeah.
You know who cornbread the best though?
Who?
That chicken place Tammy told us about. That cornbread tastes like cake.
I can't think of it.
That cornbread tastes just like cake. This is nasty.
Do you remember the times when I would have ate that? Do you remember the times when we
this
had...
cornbread just cold. Cause I was about to throw it all out.
I don't have no birds jumping in here.
Right, them birds gonna fuck us up. They be like, where's it at? Where's the rest at? I got family to feed. Y'all better bust back. Well, I'm gonna kick your gamma at.
I remember,
You that damn fat off that.
do you remember when we used to have Christmas and we would be going to Michigan, see my mother and my sisters and brother?
I don't remember that, but I do remember seeing your sister and her kids, but I don't remember seeing your mother. Because I was too young, I guess.
Yeah, you were young.
I do remember seeing your sister and
Tiffany,
my cousins and Tiffany and Daisha and them and all that.
And Will.
And Ariana.
Daisha.
I remember seeing them, but seeing your mom don't ring a bell.
Well, whenever we went to Michigan, we always, on the first day, we would stay with my mom. And then my sister,
I don't know.
When she got off work, Tanya would come pick us up and we'd go to Tanya's house. And we stayed the rest of the time at Tanya's.
They still in Michigan?
Yeah.
Damn.
Tanya, Tiffany, and Tori.
Still in Michigan? Damn.
Lionel, he lives in Portland. Well, I remember.
I'm disappointed in this. I'm about to spaz out.
Sometimes we would catch the Greyhound up to Michigan. Or sometimes we would ride with Aunt Ruth. And I remember we had rode with Aunt, we had caught the Greyhound up to Michigan. And we had all our stuff and we ended up getting on the Express. Which was like hardly no stop. Straight shot to Detroit. And we ended up getting there like 2 hours early. And It took my mom a long time to come pick us up, and we was sitting there with all our bags and stuff. It was just because she wasn't expecting to have to come get us so early. Because we ended up getting the express. And then we got there. We stayed that night with my mom, and then Tanya came to pick us up when she got off work.
How old was I?
I think you were like 3, 2 or 3. I remember.
That's why I don't remember that. I'm like,
you have
I don't
to open
remember
up all your presents at home. And I said
early, right?
Yeah, you had to open your presents up early. I think it may have been 4.
I'm like, I had to have, I know, because I know what I looked like when I was 2. I had the braids.
Yeah.
And I got braids again now.
And so I had,
I remember I had a fade at some point too, but I came
open
back
up
with
all
the
your presents that night. It was like Christmas Eve or something, that when you got out of school or something that day or something. I let you open up all your presents. And I said, Davon, you can only take one thing.
What did I take?
It was a little handheld video game, because I was like,
bro, respectfully, I wouldn't mind to be bored.
You can't take your presents to Detroit because
it ain't no way to carry
the Greyhound, you know what I'm saying? You got.
I was ready to come back home, wasn't I?
Yeah, and then when we came back home, we stopped in Cleveland. And Pops.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, Pops came and picked us up.
I remember that. I do.
And then we ended up staying.
I was young, but I wasn't that young, because I remember that.
And we were tired. And we was like being on the Greyhound all day.
I remember that.
And Auntie T was supposed to pick us up at the Greyhound station in Akron. But what ended up happening is we got to Cleveland, and we had like a 45-minute layover, an hour or something like that, before the bus would be leaving from Akron. And we end up just staying in Cleveland with Pops. Look.
Oh shit, that bird is eating the fucking up.
Let's see. If you had threw some more out, he'd been on this window like, give me some more.
I don't think they can see that, but
yeah. Them suckers will beat you up. That's what he eating now, the cornbread.
Oh hell no. That motherfucker gone. They must have liked that cornbread. They probably getting their family like, come on, motherfucker.
I wish you got on some those black joggers.
Why?
Because we would go to Planet Fitness.
Right now?
Right now.
You should have told me. I would have kept them on.
But you want to change your clothes. I'm like, that would have been. But I know you wouldn't want to be in there with your Jordans on.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to the gym with my Jordans on. That's not rap. That's a rap for that. You wanted to finish the story or no?
Oh, it was just that we stayed in Cleveland that night. I ended up calling Auntie T when we got there. And telling her she'd have to come pick us up. And Auntie T said she had came in the morning. I'm like, we never leave in the morning. We always like stay the whole day and then start like leaving maybe about 5 or 6. Something like that. I would never want to be out there in the morning catching buses and, you know.
I need something else to drink now.
We haven't been to Detroit in a long time.
We really haven't.
I'm like, the last time we went to Detroit,
I was young.
Yeah.
Wasn't that when I had got lost at the park or something? Or?
No, that was Cleveland when you got lost at the park.
Oh yeah, that was Cleveland. That wasn't Detroit.
Yeah, that was Cleveland.
Yeah, that was.
Went to go visit Pops. Yeah, but
you was like, my baby. Where's my baby?
I don't even remember. What was I talking about?
You said we was in Cleveland, and I was like, I had got lost. Yeah, wandering around somewhere, lost or left.
No, I wasn't feeling good, so I asked Pops, I asked Carolyn, Pop's wife, to watch you while I took a nap. And when I woke up, you was gone. She was in the house, and I'm like, where's they mom? And she was like, you were outside. So I went outside, and you wouldn't know, you weren't outside. So I'm like, where at outside? And she said, he playing around somewhere around here. And so I walked all the way around the building, and you were not outside. And so I was like, he's not out here. And so she said, maybe he went to the office with Duke. So we went to the office, and Duke was like, no, he ain't come with me. And so, by this time we've been looking for you for like 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, and then Pop come home from work and we still looking for you. I'm like, oh my goodness, my baby is missing. You know what I'm saying? In Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland, dang.
On East Cleveland too. I'm like, so we're just, everybody's out looking, you know, and like 30 minutes go by, and I'm like hysterical by this time. Like, I can't find my baby, crying, and Pops is like, you crying? And I was like, yes, I'm crying. Like
that's her only son.
This is my child, you know. He could be abducted, kidnapped, somewhere, got hit by a car, you don't know.
Yeah.
So, so Cece was like, and she's like, Davon was like 4 or 5, and Cece is like 6 or 7, and she's like, we was playing at the playground, and I just left him at the playground. I'm like, some 6-year-old take my 4-year-old to the playground and leave. Oh, just having a heart attack. So we get to the playground, and Davon is up on the, like, I think you were on the slide or something. Like, hey mom, hi. You know, like, you ain't been missing for 45 minutes. And probably longer because I was asleep. And then remember that time when Auntie T had she used to have you walk in the alley in the morning, and you gonna tell me, you gonna say, Mom, I think you had to be 4 when that happened, because you weren't old enough to be going to regular school. You went to like Head Start, and you didn't go to Head Start until the afternoon. I used to work nights. Auntie T had to work in the morning at Taco Bell.
I think I remember that.
And so she, like the kid.
Yeah, I remember she used to work there.
Yeah, she used to work at Taco Bell. Shelly did too. And so y'all, like Auntie T would walk y'all, like walk the kids to where they could cross the street and get on and go to Stewart, because they were older. Chaz and Jordan were older, went to Stewart. And she said, you would say, Mom, you would say, Mom, I'm a big boy. And I said, yeah, you're a big boy. And you said, no Mom, I'm a big boy because I walk through the alley by myself every morning to Auntie Mara's house. And I said, what? You said, Mom, I'm a big boy. I walk through the alley every morning to Auntie Mara's house by myself. Auntie T tell me to go down walk down the alley and come up on the side to I'm at Auntie Mara's house. And so I was like so upset, because I would never have Chaz and Jordan walking down no alley in the morning when it's still like dark. I would never have. I treated Chaz and Jordan like they were my own kids. Like if Tiara had somebody over the house and they wanted to smoke in our house, I'm like, no, you ain't smoking in here. I got my kids, Chaz and Jordan. I didn't even have you at that time. I just wouldn't allow things to happen to Chaz and Jordan, because those were Tiara's kids, which in turn felt like they were my kids. And so I was so upset. I remember I was talking to this girl at work named Dimka, and I'm like, everybody knows that Davon is my one and only. Like, like I was told I wasn't gonna have no kids. So to have Davon in itself was a miracle. And if something would happen to him, especially at a young age, I would be distraught. I would be highly upset. I did everything with him, and I included other people's kids in what I did for Davon. Like, when a movie came out that y'all wanted to see, I would take all the kids. Their mother and fathers wouldn't give me a dime. I would take all the kids. Yes. When we go to see Spider-Man, or we go see the X-Men, or any movie that y'all, any movie that y'all wanted to see, those parents didn't give me a dime. I just did that because so you could have friends be there with you. I did that for you. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to, Mom, and we would always go on the first day. Like when all the Spider-Man movies came out, except for this last 2. I mean, the ones with the
didn't give a fuck about them. I only like the third one because the third one will have all the original ones on it. So the third Spider-Man, yeah, y'all know what the one that go out was today. The third Spider-Man, the actual third sequel of the Spider-Man. That's my favorite out of his Spider-Mans. Yeah, my favorite Spider-Man is the original.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, and then I do like the Amazing Spider-Man, but the Homecoming one.
Yeah, you only like the last one.
I only like the last one out of the third character that plays Spider-Man.
So I'm like, I would take them as though they were your brothers. You know what I'm saying? I would, like, when Kenmore Carnival would come around.
Oh, I remember those
every
days.
time I would take all the kids to the carnival. And their mamas didn't give me nothing to feed them. I had to pay for them to get on rides and everything. Everybody used to get to take home a souvenir. We ate there. It was just, and I did that all for you, so that you could have friends, because it was just always just me and you. And so I'm talking to my friend. I'm like, at work, I'm just so upset. I'm like, I don't want to like cuss Auntie T out because we've been, you know, we go back so far. But I'm like, I was so pissed. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, forgive me, Lord. I was so, you know, because I would never do that with her kids. I would never have Chaz walking through no alley in the morning to get somewhere. If I was dropping him off at somebody's house and I didn't have a car, then I'd walk him all the way there. Or if I could be late for work, then I'd just be late for work rather than have Chaz or Jordan cutting down the alley to go somewhere. So it kind of really, you know, hit me right there. And Dimka was like, don't say something that you regret, you know, don't like end a friendship over a simple mistake, or, you know. But I'm like, anybody that know me know that like Davon was my miracle baby, and I'm very protective over him.
Amen.
So
he is a miracle baby. He can sing.
Yeah, that's my miracle baby. So anyway, I end up talking to her, and she was like, she seemed to think that it was no big deal. Like, I'm like, I kept on saying, but an alley, like, you got my child walking down an alley by himself at night. I mean, and it was like early in the morning, you know, before the time change, where it's still kind of dark. And so you're walking down, and there's like no street lights in this alley. So you're walking down a dark alley, and then you're coming up on the side of somebody's house. And cars go back there and everything. You're 4 years old, you could get hit by a car. Not paying attention, or, you know, because when you're 4, you don't pay attention to your surroundings. You don't know if there's some weirdo back there waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I had to get over, because at least I still dealt with T after that. But I'm like, it kind of just did something to me, to think that when I'm handling your kids, I'm handling your kids with care, and you can send my kid down a dark alley. You know. So, but I'm like, we got over that. Anything else you want to talk about of your childhood?
Not right now. Maybe next vlog.
I'm like, we'll talk about the like how you and Jordan used to be.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I put the knife on his ass.
I'm like, I don't really recall that, because I would have told you.
I pulled the knife out on him. I did. That's why he ran to you calling your name.
Because I don't remember that.
He remember. I remember. God remember.
I know, but I don't remember, because I know you would have got a beat down about that, because I just don't play that. And
oh
you know,
yeah,
Jordan was mine.
Me and him was always fighting. He threw a fucking boot on me, and my nose busted open. It was blood all in the tub. So yeah, we gonna talk about it for sure.
Yeah, we gonna talk about Jordan and Chaz.
Yeah, me and our little, but that's my god brother. So yeah,
yeah, because Jordan was my godson.
So let's close out. So yo, alright YouTube, if y'all like that video, y'all already know what it is. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe, finesse that bell to always get notified whenever I post. And join the DFGang. Y'all already know what it is. DFGang. We about to maintain. We switching lanes. Fuck niggas better stay in their lane. Yeah. You got anything to say?
Just God bless you all.
Amen.
DFGang. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, sir. Until next time, get right with you. I'm gonna get right back with you.
Wow, Sinatra.